Alright, well, today we're playing some more Guard Me Sherlock, and no, we're not going to do anything about Baby. As a matter of fact, it's too early for that. We haven't even realized our feelings for each other yet. But yeah, let's just get started with Sherlock already. Mr. Holmes, I've come here today to talk to you about these. With that, I pull out several pieces of paper from my bag and present them to Mr. Holmes. He scans them, and then immediately hands them to John beside him. John, Miss Marple will be leaving now. Oh. Well, that was quick. Oh, I hope Power is still open. Is he saying this is what he calls a boring request? Absolutely, Jane. He's kicking you out of the house right now. I'm sorry it has to be this way. Give up your part and quit the play. If you don't, you'll regret it. I see. They certainly aren't beating around the bush, are they? So you're just gonna send me out there and get killed, Shirley? Is that what this is? Man, what a dreamy man. All 5 of these say the exact same thing in the same handwriting. Wow, talk about dedication. They really want me dead. They were meant for me. Each time I found them in my personal dressing room. I see. Would you at least be willing to hear me out? No, get out of my house! I'm sorry, but at the moment I've got my hands full dealing with the case involving the royal family's treasure, as well as requests for assistance from the government. Oh yeah, you've definitely got a lot on your plate right now. Well, I'm sorry to bother you, Mr. Holmes. Did you turn all of that down because you found it to be a bother? Wow, he really doesn't want to work on my case. Man, can you imagine the video ends just right here, right now, getting kicked out by Sherlock? I understand. If you don't want to take my case, I won't press the matter. But no matter what, I've got to ensure that this production is a success. Oh wow, now you're definitely trying to guilt him, huh? Is it working, Shirley? Do you want to work on my case now? No, wait just a moment. Sherlock, is this really what you want? Yes, John, this is absolutely what I wanted. Mr. Holmes fixes his eyes on me, still saying nothing. Jane, how do you feel about discussing this matter with Scotland Yard? Other than this eccentric, stubborn curmudgeon of a detective here. Hopefully it's all just a prank done in poor taste, but there is a possibility it could be more serious than that. I don't know, I guess we should have done that from the get-go. Thank you, but I'd like to keep a lid on this as much as possible. Oh yeah, she is a famous actress too. You think someone on the inside is responsible? Could be. For that reason, I haven't been able to tell anyone about this. Not even the people in the play with me. I hope it's not Edgar! Oh my god, I would be so betrayed. All the more reason to talk to the police about, hey, what are you doing, Sherlock? Oh no, is he gonna throw me out? Leaving? Is it because I didn't leave and now he's leaving? Is he hoping that if he leaves, I'll just get out too? Smart move. Typical Sherlock. Well, congratulations, Jane. Huh? Aw, poor Micah, you got here a little too late. Mr. Holmes picked up a teacup from the tray along with the saucer it rests on. Then he turns and looks at me over his shoulder. Miss Marple, you need to show me the way to wherever it is that you hold your rehearsals. Ooh. Don't misunderstand. This doesn't mean I've agreed to take your case yet. Oh. Well, what will it take for you to accept my case anyways, buddy? Wait, is he blushing? Well, someone's a little flustered. Honestly, I really don't know what runs through that man's head. Just give up trying to understand him. Certainly you learned by now to expect the unexpected from Sherlock, haven't you? Oh yeah, absolutely. You know, if I remember correctly, I think there was a part where Sherlock actually puts his shoes in the fridge. Well, in this game, I don't know about the original stories, but yeah, you gotta love him. John and I then follow after Sherlock, as does Inspector Lestrade, who has a look at displeasure on his face. Well, here we are. This is my dressing room. The threatening letters were left over there in front of the mirror. The security check getting into the theater was quite strict. Is it always like that? Yes, and for the most part, the actors and staff only enter early in the morning. Everyone has to show their ID card to the security when they come in. Suddenly, Mr. Holmes fixes his eyes on me and falls silent. He continues to look at me in silence for an unusually long time, and I gradually start to feel a little uneasy. I wonder if I said something to upset him. I don't think so. You're just relaying information to him. He's probably just running through his computer brain trying to come up with some sort of solution. He moves one step closer to me, and then another. The sound of his footsteps cutting through the silence of the room. Oh no. Quiet. I back up away from him until he has me against the wall. As he leans in toward me, all I can do is stare back at him. Mr. Holmes, we just met. Can you please just back up a little bit? Mr. Holmes, you're too close! If you don't back up right now, I'm going to wrestle you to the ground. Is he about to kiss me? We just met! Well, instinct would have me to push him away, but this is also an otome, so how could he? I only just met him. That's what I'm thinking, Jane! Since it's Mr. Holmes, I guess I don't really mind. Could he feel the same way about me? Confused by the feeling of excited anticipation inside me, I stop moving and wait for him to kiss me. But I don't feel his lips touch mine. Hey buddy, you're just staring right into my soul! I timidly open my eyes to find that his face is just in front of mine, so close that our noses are almost touching. Bro, what? That was a wonderful choice you made. You're bond level with him. I can't see my bond level at all. I guess that means he hates me. Man, we're so close, I could just become pregnant from this. Oh, thank God, John, you're here. To 4 people. Sherlock, you better stop this right now. If George sees you, things will get complicated. Exactly my thought. Oh, look at that. John is disappointed in you. When he hears John say this, Mr. Holmes suddenly moves away from me. Now he approaches a costume that is hanging on the wall, moving his face closer to it. Is he sniffing that? Is that why he was standing so close to me? He was sniffing me? I don't know how to feel about that. Did he just say something about me? Oh, no, we were just hanging about. You can join us. Now he's sticking his nose into John's hair. Jane, has anything strange happened to you recently? Oh, nothing really. This is just the norm for me. I can't believe how relaxed John looks, even though Sherlock is right on top of him. This must happen a lot for them. Now Mr. Holmes is even sniffing John's coat. That's George! Oh, alright, I guess his name is John from now on. So, as I was saying, has anything strange happened to you recently? I feel like I share a brain cell with Jane right now. First thing that comes to mind when John asked me this are the 3 odd visitors who showed up at my dressing room at the rehearsal. I think their names were Professor Moriarty, Morin, and Jack. Oh yeah, you should certainly stay away from Jack if you know what's good for you. What tacky flowers. Are you talking about the roses? When I hear Sherlock say this, I turn around to see that he's moved away from Inspector Lestrade and is now frowning. He's looking at the blue roses. What do you mean they're tacky? You're tacky! Sherlock, who cares about some flowers? We were discussing the criminal who left those threatening letters. You know, I think he has something else on mind. Although I don't think it's the right track. If it's the criminal you're worried about, I already know who that is. Oh, really? Aw, shit, a quiz. Don't tell me that it was actually Audrey who did it. That's right, well done. I guess it's not just your character who's clever. What is that supposed to mean? Never mind. Alright then, buddy. If you want proof, here it comes right now. In 3, 2, 1. After this brief countdown, Mr. Holmes quickly pulls open the door leading out into the hall. And standing there is... Edgar! Oh, it's Audrey, one of my fellow cast members in the play. There can be no doubt, she's the one. Please, Mr. Holmes, elaborate. Audrey, let me introduce you. You're our perpetrator. Yes, this is our perpetrator. Perpetrator Holmes. Perpetrator? I'm sorry, what? Audrey, why didn't you leave those threatening letters for Miss Marple? Ooh, Audrey. I guess I don't even need to ask why, do I? You did it out of jealousy, out of envy, out of a feeling of inferiority, if you will. Oh wow, he's really laying it onto her. Get her ass! Is that all you've got? It's pretty rude to just suddenly proclaim that I did something I didn't, you know? I'm going to be fast-forwarding through this part. If you're curious about his reasoning, I would suggest downloading the game for yourself. I'm just trying to save some time. It's the lingering scent of perfume that removes any remaining doubt. Oh, so that's why he was sniffing all over my room. The scent of cheap perfume is especially unappealing and hard to miss. Damn, Sherlock! You've certainly got her! Audrey, why would you do something like this? You said why? Audrey turns to me, looking at me with a sarcastic smile. It's just like the great Sherlock Holmes here said. I was jealous of you. Oh, come on, Audrey, seriously? Letters? You couldn't have done it over social media like everyone else does it? I'm kidding, please don't send people threats over any kind of medium. After what happened to Sarah, I thought I'd finally get my shot, and I would have, if it hadn't been for you, you meddling kids! Wow, what an asshole. I'm glad you exposed her, Shirley. Hey, John, who's Sarah? Don't ask me. We should just let Audrey have her moment. Just so you know, I'm not about to apologize for leaving those letters. It doesn't matter. Either way, I'm not about to let you get the better of me. So from now on, let's settle this up on stage, fair and square. You don't understand what it's like for me, Jane. Oh no. Wow, so this is the orchestra pit. I see this on TV all the time. It's pretty deep, huh? On TV? You've never been to see something like a ballet or an opera live? No, to begin with, I don't own the proper attire. Oh, poor buddy. Thank you so much for what you did. Now I won't have to worry about getting any more of those horrible letters. Considering your troubles are over now, you don't look particularly happy. Well, that's because the person who did it is someone you know? But you thought someone on the inside was responsible even before you came to see me about this. I mean, even when you're right about this, it's still disappointing, you know? Somewhere along the line, maybe I really hurt Audrey. If having your feelings hurt meant you were justified in reacting in any way you please, the world would be awash in criminals. You know, this game would be kinda deep, not gonna lie. I'm sorry, you took all the trouble to come out here and take care of this for me, and this is how I reward you. But I really do appreciate what you've done. I'm glad I went to see you. It really was amazing how you managed to get to the bottom of what happened. Well, I'm happy things worked out. Oh no. Now it's time to challenge a checkpoint. Wait, so all I gotta do is like throw money at a man like a stripper and I can just get myself a new boyfriend? Is that how easy dating is? Well, hell yeah, I'm buying myself a boyfriend. And no, Sherlock, you're not gonna be getting any clothes. You're just gonna stand there and be naked. Ah, yes, look at you. Don't you look so handsome? Yay, fantastic choice! What was the only choice I had? I didn't tell you to go away. I simply told John that you'd be leaving. Same difference. I mean, not in Sherlock's head it is. Regardless, there's actually something I'd like to ask you first. Something you'd like to ask me? About those tacky-looking roses in your dressing room. Mr. Holmes stops talking mid-sentence and suddenly looks towards the ceiling. What's he... Seeing him do this, I start to look up as well when... Look out! Oh no. Is it the part where I die? Oh no. I'm pressed against his chest, which is much more solid than it looks. The very next instant, something comes falling to the floor right in front of me. Shirley, why are you smiling? I could have died! I watch as glass flies everywhere as if in slow motion. Oh my god, what? I mean, even if you don't die from that, you could certainly still get hurt from that. I mean, like, look at it flying all over the place. Were those stage lights that fell? Yes, Jane, that's what they are. I feel a shiver shoot up through my spine when I realize what's just happened. What was that? Oh, nothing, Lestrade. It was just an attempt at murder. Just in front of my feet, I'm horrified to see the destroyed remains of the stage lights. As I stare at them, recoiled in fear, I suddenly hear a voice. Seems as though things have gotten interesting. Huh? This doesn't end at the threatening letters. It would seem that there is more to the story. What? I've changed my mind. I will indeed take your case, Miss Marple. Thanks, Sherlock. Just remember that my life is on the line here. For a moment, I forget about my brush with danger and just stand there gazing at him, charmed by the look on his face. Mr. Holmes, John, and I stop by 221 Baker Street. By that time, Inspector Lestrade completes his initial investigation and rejoins us. It's well past sundown. Apparently, the Forensics Division's investigation revealed that some screws on the lights that fell had been intentionally loosened. So someone tried to kill me? Did you find any evidence at the scene that could be used to identify the perpetrator? We're still investigating, but I can't say that as of now. We haven't found any fingerprints or footprints. You might as well give up looking. The person who did this is far more skilled than Audrey. I doubt they'd be careless enough to leave behind any clues. You're right. I don't think Audrey did this. She wouldn't do something so horrible. Are you sure about that, Jane? Are you sure? I'm happy that Jane ended up being okay, but what if she hadn't been so lucky? Just you consider that for a second. I already have. Thanks. Calm down, Micah. I know you're mad at whoever did this. Believe me, I do. We can rest assured that we at Scotland Yard consider this to be an attempted assault, and will conduct a careful investigation. No, that's not what I mean. I'm saying that I don't understand how, even though there were 3 adult men nearby, you still couldn't manage to keep her safe. Micah, what? What is that even supposed to mean? Sherlock definitely saved me. You're absolutely right. Precisely. Well, I guess that's it for now. This game has definitely brought back a lot of fond memories for me. I mean, I know I could, like, buy more energy, but, like, I don't know, I don't really want to pay real money for that. So I guess this is it for now.